Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going deep on something a little different.
Oh, do tell.
Well, we're diving into a quote.
A quote, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah. And it's a pretty famous one, at least in the tech world. Developers, developers, developers.
Oh, I know that one. Steve Ballmer, right.
You got it. That's the one.
So what's the plan for this deep dive? Gonna dissect Ballmer's energy levels.
Well, we'll definitely touch on his passionate delivery. But what we're really interested in is why this quote became so iconic.
It's just so catchy, isn't it? I mean, you hear it and you just...
You just want to chant along with him.
Yeah, pretty much. But seriously, there's got to be more to it than just that.
Exactly. So let's start with the man himself, Steve Ballmer. He was CEO of Microsoft for a pretty long time.
Yeah, took over from Bill Gates back in 2000. Definitely had some big shoes to fill.
And he was known for his, shall we say, enthusiastic personality.
Enthusiastic is one word for it. The guy was a walking, talking energy drink.
But there was also a lot of substance behind that energy. He was deeply passionate about technology.
Absolutely. And he really believed in the power of developers to shape the future. I mean, that comes through loud and clear in the quote.
And the timing of the quote is really interesting, too, the early 2000s. The dot-com bubble had just burst, but the internet was still this wild, uncharted territory.
Right. Like the gold rush, but for software.
And Ballmer, I think, he saw the potential. He knew that developers were going to be the key players in this new landscape.
So who was he really trying to reach with this message? I mean, was it a pep talk for his own team at Microsoft? Or something more?
I think it was a bit of everything. A rallying cry for his employees, a message to investors, a way to attract talent. But I also think it went beyond that.
What do you mean?
Well, it kind of became a rallying cry for the entire developer community. It was like he was saying, hey, the world needs what you do. You're the ones building the future.
That's interesting. So it wasn't just about Microsoft. It was about recognizing the importance of developers as a whole.
Exactly. And that's why I think the quote has resonated for so long. It captured a moment in time, this sense of excitement and possibility about the future of technology.
And of course, we can't forget about the meme factor.
Oh, yeah, the memes. I mean, the quote has been parodied endlessly, but honestly, I think that just added to its staying power.
I agree. It became this inside joke, this shared experience for anyone who's ever written a line of code.
But all that aside, the world of software development has changed a lot since Ballmer's time, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. Back then, most developers were building desktop applications. Windows, Mac OS, that was pretty much it.
Right. And today, it's a completely different landscape.
Mhm.
Mobile apps, cloud computing, artificial intelligence.
It's mind-boggling how much things have changed, and the role of the developer has evolved right alongside it.
So it's not just about knowing how to code anymore.
Not even close. Today's developers need to be adaptable, they need to be creative problem solvers, they need to be able to work in teams, collaborate on a global scale.
It's almost like doing a developer today is as much about soft skills as it is about technical skills.
Absolutely. Communication, collaboration, empathy, those are all crucial skills for any developer who wants to be successful in today's world.
So if Steve Ballmer were to give a similar speech today, what do you think he would say? What's the new rallying cry for this era of technology?
Ooh, that's a tough one. But I think it would probably be something that reflects the collaborative nature of development today.
Something that goes beyond just writing code.
Yeah, maybe something like creators, collaborators,
Right.
problem solvers, because that's what developers are at their core. They're the ones who are building the future piece by piece, line by line.
That's a great point. And I think it leaves us with a really interesting question to think about. How has our relationship with technology and with the people who build it changed since Ballmer first uttered those famous words?
Food for thought, for sure.
It is. And on that note, we'll wrap things up for today. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you then.